Hey guys, this is Luke. Welcome to Dad Strong. I'm trying to move this nice picture that one of my sons drew, but I accidentally ripped it. Hopefully he'll forgive me for that. But yeah, so welcome to Dad Strong. Over here, if you don't have a tree to hang up your gymnastics rings, you can improvise by using your dining table, and just make sure that it's sturdy. This one's pretty sturdy, and actually it makes you work a little bit more because of the grip. You're getting more of a lumbrical grip, so it kicks in your forearms even more than usual. So I thought about doing a full body workout. Obviously right now we're working on the back, and we're going to be working on some legs and some push movements with the shoulders and the chest. And I wanted to do a full body workout today because I'm going to be too busy in the next couple days to be able to work out. So I just wanted to get everything in. So I'm doing about 10 repetitions right here, and I'm going to do it for 3 sets. So like I mentioned before, this channel, Dad Strong, is for guys like me who are dads, and we're not like super strong, just dudes trying to get into shape, be able to play with our families, our kids, and honestly just to have like a longer life, because obviously if you're not healthy, you can't play with your kids, and if you're not healthy and you are not healthy to the point that you could not live, then you basically miss out on your family. So it's important to stay in shape for your family, to be able to be around for them. I like working out too, because not only for like mental, not only for physical fitness, but also mental fitness. When you work out, we release this hormone called the dopamine. It's our feel-good hormone in our bodies that gives us that feel-good, that good feeling when we work out. Kind of like, that's what they call like a runner's high kind of thing. When people run marathons, they love it because they release that dopamine into their bloodstream and makes them feel good. And it makes you feel accomplished, basically, right? Like you work out and you feel accomplished. And people who are goal-oriented, that makes them feel good because they are able to do something about their goals. Alright, so now we're going to get into the handstands, the wall handstands. I've been trying to get closer to the wall, but yeah, it's a little scary actually, but hopefully I get used to it. I've been working on 30 seconds of the handstands, and I love the handstands, and hopefully one day I could do a freestanding handstand. And some of these guys on YouTube are crazy with this. They go crazy with this, and I'm just trying to hold it for 30 seconds on the wall. So yeah, I use exercise, like I said earlier, not just for physical fitness, but for mental fitness. I know a lot of us struggle with anxiety, so I struggle with anxiety, and I notice that when I get a regular routine of working out or just movement, I feel much better. And could be because of the dopamine, could be because I'm keeping my mind busy with moving and not just ruminating. I think it's called ruminating, like rethinking things that you're worried about over and over again. Yeah, it just feels good. I mean, when you run, when you work out, when you do all these things, it's kind of hard to feel depressed or not good after. So that's one of the reasons why I work out. Yeah, and I've talked about this before too, about just moving throughout your day, which is good. So remember, when you move or when you exercise, there's my son, here's my second son. When you move, you release that dopamine. So when you exercise, or even if you do like a low intensity, moderate intensity exercise throughout the day, so think about it, you keep on releasing these good hormones. So for me, I try to take multiple walks during the day, and walking is actually considered moderate intensity exercise. So throughout the day, I maybe do 5, 10, or 15 minute in duration walks throughout the day, and that's probably like anywhere from 3 to 5, or maybe 3 to 4 times a day whenever I have a break from work. And when you walk, which is a moderate intensity, low to moderate, you actually burn your fuel. The fuel that you use is fat, so you're burning fat as you walk. So walking is actually not a bad idea in using as an exercise to burn fat. So I'm doing a diagonal stretch here by Ido Portal. The whole point is to rotate through the same side that the front leg is at. So you're getting some thoracic spine rotation, getting some left hip flexor stretch. And if you're really flexible, not like me, you could touch the back leg with your right hand. But I'm trying to aim for my knee, my back knee, the back knee. Lost my balance a little bit there. Yeah, you work a lot with the abdominals as well, especially your obliques, your internal and external obliques. Alright, and on to the legs. I've got a 40-pound dumbbell right here. I'm going to be working with 3 different grips. This is the goblet grip, or the goblet hold. So when you do a squat, typically you want to have it about shoulder width apart, and then your toes don't have to be fully straight. Maybe a little bit of a toe out is okay. Obviously, the more you toe out, the more you get of your hip adductors. So I like the goblet hold or carry, because you get some arms in there as well, and your chest, because you're trying to squeeze that dumbbell so you don't lose the grip. Alright, take a little break there. If you're not lifting like super heavy, they recommend taking maybe like a 20-30 second break in between sets, so you let your body catch up with what you're doing. Your body releases different kind of hormones to catch up to what you're doing, so you want that process, you want to allow time for that process to happen. So now I've got the sumo deadlift, and it's just a different way of holding the dumbbell, the weight. If you want to get a deeper squat, you can stand on things that elevate your feet off the ground, so you can lower that weight further. And then this third grip is the cradle grip. just an added thing, if you have back pain, you want to make sure that you carry that load real close to your spine. So the further away from your body a weight is, even if it's like a 2-pound, it creates more torque or force in your lower back. So with this cradle grip or cradle hold, you want to keep it close to your body. And it's very functional because this is something that you can practice so you can get used to it and implement it into your daily activities, like when you're carrying groceries or just lifting your kids. You want to keep them close to your body so you don't hurt your back with that unwanted forces, basically. Okay, so getting to the shoulders, I combine it with some biceps curls. I love the overhead press because it's basically one of my favorite compound movements. So a compound movement means that you're using multiple joints to perform an exercise. So when you use multiple joints, such as a compound movement during exercise, you actually burn more calories. So you basically can lose more weight, and you also build more muscle, because the more muscle you use, the more growth hormone your body releases. So isolated movements are important too. So if you want to strengthen locally a muscle that's not working, to help with compound movements. So you want to strengthen a muscle that's not working too well, so then it can perform well with the group of muscles that you want to use during a compound movement. So another push movement. Earlier, I was just one set that I showed, but I did about 2 sets of, I think that was 8 repetitions. So now I'm doing push-ups, elevated push-ups with the push-up bars and the chairs. And I believe I'm doing 8 or 10 of this for 3 sets with different holds, actually. So this is with both the push-up bars. This next one coming up, I'm going to be using some dips first. Dips are good as long as your shoulders can take it. You need a lot of extension, range of motion with this, maybe a little bit of internal rotation. So you want to have a lot of good pectoralis stretching. This stretches your pecs as well. So this next grip, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use one push-up bar, so straight across. So I got the push-up bar lower, closer to my belly button. And so what that does, it makes me use my anterior deltoids more. I think I only did 6 with this one because this is harder than the standard double push-up bars. And then this next one, I'm going to be doing triangle push-ups. Yeah, you could do push-ups with a lot of different holds. You can do wide, you can go close grip, you could localize the movement to your triceps by bringing your elbows in rather than out. So 2, 3, this one's really hard actually, especially because my legs are elevated, so it's using gravity more, but I felt good. You could really feel that in your inner chest where the pecs attach to your sternum. And here's my older son trying to do it, and most people who have a hard time doing push-ups or planks, the hips fall down because it's it's harder to use your upper body. So the hips fall down to lower the center of mass. So you want to keep those hips up or parallel to your chest or to your shoulders. So now we move on to just some fun, just working on some jumps with my son. I was thinking, man, this is going to look super cool on video, but then when I see myself jump, it looks like just not that high. But when I'm doing it, I felt like I was really jumping far, but it doesn't look like it on video. But anyways, it's just fun. You can put a little obstacle in the middle, jumping over it. Making sure that when you land softly. Use basically your squats, right? So when you land, you want to land softly, but bending your knees, getting some flexion in your knees and in your hips. So you absorb the shock from the ground. It's called ground force. From the ground when you land, and you want to stick it. And that's how people get into ACL problems when they don't land quite well. Well, thanks for joining me. I try to make these videos too to motivate other people to work out, because that's how I get motivated when I watch other people working out on YouTube as well. So I hope it motivates you guys to get out there and move more and just have a healthier lifestyle.